What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Let's play this one right here. Yeah, they like this one.
Yeah. It's Uncle Mike. It's time to make a change.
I haven't heard it in a minute myself.
And we are the people who can do this. It's time to make a change. And we are the people who can do this. Yeah, the time is now. We gotta make change. So many things in this world rearranged, but we the people, we can stand up, make change. Break the cycle, flip the script, and let's just change. Change how we educate and teach our youth right. Change how we treat each other, shine more light. Change what we eat, stop filling up on fast food. Fill your body with love, build a new mood. Change the faith we put in celebrity fame. Put more faith in each other, that would change the game. Change how we see clothing, the name on the tag. Don't matter if it's Gucci or just a plain rag. Change how we love so our kids won't feel pain. More involved in their lives puts us in the right lane. If we all stand together, ain't nothing that's too strange. We got the power, we the people, so let's make change. Time to make a change. And we are the people who can do this. It's time to make a change. And we are the people who can do this. Listen, change how we argue, turn fights into peace. Change how we hustle, let the violence decrease. Change the way we see skin, it's just a tone. We all one family with the earth as our home. Change our priorities, give love more weight. Change our directions before it's too late. Change our reflection when we look in the glass. Stop blaming everybody, time to check our own past. Change how we spend, let's invest in our minds. Change how we grind, leave no one behind. Change our faith, not in idols or fame, but in unity and truth, and that's a powerful change. Change our tomorrows by the moves that we make. Change the excuses, it's our world to shape. If we don't change now, then we stay the same. But if we ride together, we can flip the whole game. This needs to change, that needs to change. Our actions need to change. Our laws need to change. Our minds need to change. Our hearts need to change. Even our change need to change. Yeah, our change need to change. It's time to make a change. And we are the people who can do this. It's time to make a change. And we are the people who can do this.
This one goes out to everybody who's been hurt by another individual. Don't worry about that pain. Them sleepless nights. Don't worry about that no more. Uncle Mike's here. Come to the channel. Come to the live streams. You got a new family over here. That's all I'm going to say. Check this out, man. I seen this come up on my feed and I wanted to do this right here. It always plays as soon as I click on it. I don't like that. Diddy's Jurors break silence, shocking statements. What's this? Ghislaine. I'm trying to get this one, man. Ghislaine Maxwell denied appeal. Oh my God. Diddy exposed. What? Maxwell is denied. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy.
The jurors are speaking out in regards to the Diddy sentencing, and they are upset that Diddy has only gotten 4 years. They expected him to get more. Well, beloveds, they
can't be thinking that. They should have found him guilty on 3 of them then. They the ones that put us in this mess. Oh, come on, man. Diddy wants.
So the jurors are speaking out in regards to the Diddy sentencing, and they are upset that Diddy has only gotten 4 years. They expected him to get more. Well, beloveds, these alternate jurors who expected him to get more, I'm really confused, because some of these jurors could have just basically found him guilty on certain acts that I think that he was definitely guilty of, but also at the same time these alternate jurors also feel the same way. So there could have been some major disagreements, but I feel like the jurors themselves, the poor selection, all of it is just completely messed up. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content back in London, safe and sound. Click that button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into a range of topics. Please listen carefully to what I'm going to say, because we're going to run through a lot of stuff that is happening, and I want to keep it under wraps all in just one video. So alternate jurors, guys, have come out with statements saying that they were hoping for a much more longer sentence in line with the guidelines. I understand how the judge got there, and I'm glad that there is some justice, and Sean Combs is going to have some jail time. Whilst he is going to have some jail time, I do believe and wish that this man obviously had gotten far longer. They're doing press interviews, they're doing article interviews, they're, responding to all of these journalists.
Everybody is saying the same thing, except for the lawyers and the haters, the no wings. I'm gonna call them the no wings. They're not thinking, man. They're not. I'm hurt, man, from everybody that ever came to my channel when we used to do the live stream that been abused in any kind of way. I'm like, you too, you got abused. You got abused. You've been hurt. You've been hurt. We need to set a real tone to let people know that you can't put your hands on other people. We should set a different tone when a man does bad things to a woman. That should be a completely different tone. That should be, man, y'all better be lucky this ain't my world, boy, because nope, I don't want to hear it. And I straighten up all the jails in the United States. I straighten them up. No, we get that out of here. Get that out of here too. They in jail. What part of jail you don't understand? Here we go.
Some
y'all.
Jail time. I do believe and wish that this man obviously had gotten far longer. They're doing press interviews, they're doing article interviews, they're, responding to all of these journalists who are basically expressing that, why do you think Diddy got 4 years? And these alternate jurors are saying, well, we wanted him to get more. So somebody in the buttermilk ain't right when it comes to these juror selection. The fact that these people were doing interviews as well after and were smiling when I saw them leaving the courthouse, all of it is just strange to me that now these jurors want to have opinions, but yet these were people who were all in control of Diddy basically being handed, guilty guidelines and guilty charges. That man is definitely guilty of RICO. And the judge confirmed that. Judge Arun confirmed this on that day when he said that there was an organizer that was Diddy, and that Christina Coram was involved alongside 3 other people. He flat out named 4 co-conspirators and flat out named Diddy as the organizer of the system. That is RICO, racketeering, organizing crime. The fact that Christina Coram was mentioned by the judge from his own, mouth clearly goes to show you that Christina is about to face some charges herself. Something is coming her way. Some kind of co-conspirator charge in a separate kind of trial situation, and that probably is going to happen in the next 3 to 4 months. I'm pretty sure that she is shocked, and her lawyers are shocked that her name was mentioned, but all of that clearly shows that this man was guilty of RICO, but the jurors kept going back and forth on it and basically could not decide. A mess, if you ask me. Now, before we dive more deep into the P. Diddy stuff, because even his own lawyers are speaking, I want to quickly switch into Ghislaine Maxwell, because it's just been announced today that she has had her appeal request denied. The US Supreme Court have rejected an appeal request from Ghislaine, the imprisoned ex-girlfriend of Epstein, over her criminal conviction. Maxwell was sentenced in June 2022 to 20 years in prison after being convicted. Her lawyers argued that she never should have been tried or convicted for her role in luring these girls. The 9 justices declined to take up a case that would have drawn renewed attention to the saga. Trump and his admin, which urged the court not to accept the case, have been condemned for refusing to publicly release all the files. Maxwell was moved from a low security federal prison in Florida to a minimum security prison camp in Texas. So, it is interesting that, she has been denied this, because her lawyer has stated that, she is deeply disappointed. The fight isn't over, without explaining what all of this meant, because there are legal and, factual issues. So this was a major appeal request for her, and they're shutting it down completely. They don't want Ghislaine Maxwell to be free. They don't want this information to come out. These lists, these names are never going to be released. especially under this admin, I don't think it's ever going to be released. So anybody who's hoping for this to happen, you're only probably going to get Prince Andrew and something in relation to him happening in this list every 3 years in the cycle. That's it. Nobody else. Did I expect this appeal request to be denied? Honestly, no, I didn't. I thought that it would have gone somewhere because Ghislaine obviously was moved to a lower security, camp. And then I do feel like they were ushering out her release. Perhaps that's not the case. Perhaps things are changing 24/7. I don't understand. But all I know is looking at Ghislaine Maxwell, this woman is scary. I'm looking at a picture right now, and the picture is weird. So I'm going to show you the picture that I'm looking at, and this is not given to me. A lot of you guys were asking me about, Janice's wig and what was going on with the wig in the sentencing. It wasn't a Party City wig. That is not what Janice was wearing. This was a Kim Zolciak wig. We know that Kim Zolciak, guys, is, selling her wigs from her trailer park and her website. And, I think Janice bought the wig from the sale page on Kim Zolciak's website. And that's what that wig was given. It was given Kim Zolciak. It was given... Okay, let me show you what it was given. It was given when Nene walked into Phaedra's house. Picture me as Phaedra. Picture Janice as Nene.
Oh, Phaedra!
How you doing?
How are you?
You are giving me.
Okay.
What?
I'm trying to give you a new dude today.
All right, girl. You
Oh
did
my
that.
goodness.
And I'm welcoming her in. That's exactly what that was given when she walked into court and she sat in that corner of the courthouse. Okay, now Mark Agnifilo, guys, is speaking about everything. Clearly the man is still butthurt after everything that's happened, and I'm not really sure why, but he states both the guidelines, calculations, and the sentence took account of conduct for which Mr. Combs was acquitted by a jury. We contend this amount to a legal error. So Diddy's lawyers are coming for the judge once again. They said that he was the 13th juror, and now they're saying that legal errors have been made on his behalf and that they are going forward with that appeal 100 miles an hour. Nothing has been filed, so perhaps it's all back and forth in discussion, but this could mean that Judge Arun might be in trouble because this is his first time leading a case like this. He doesn't want to make any mistakes. So when this appeal takes place, we're going to find out now what goes on. In the court, they basically were very respectful of the judge. You have to be. But outside of the court, when the case is ended, the feelings between the judge and Diddy's lawyers are very, very ugly. And Diddy's lawyers keep shading him, saying that he's unprofessional, he's made legal errors, that we must respect the jury. Why are we not respecting the jury? What is going on here? And so the jurors can get it wrong. I think Judge Arun was very fair throughout this entire case, guys. The man was very fair. He had both sides 24/7 all the time. So I don't think Judge Arun has made any major stipulations or mistakes here. He couldn't have sentenced him for a long time anyways, because he was only sentencing him on guilty counts, which was the Mann Act.
Yeah, I think he was a little too fair. How about that? You should have leaned a little more toward our side. You should have looked at them Cassie pictures a little longer with that big gash in her eye. And I would have been like, man, forget this. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Also, y'all got to remember, man, the 2 counts that he was found guilty on. Nobody, I can't say nobody because I don't know the court system. The average is about 5 months, 8 months. I think the most they came back was like 8 or 9 months or something like that. But he gave Diddy 50 months, which is almost like unheard of. So that's why Mark, his lawyer, is like, this is absurd. This is Yana. Yana. I like when Tisha be doing that. But we got to wait and see, man. Lil Rod case is coming up. A bunch of civil cases coming up. Dude, they didn't confiscate 90 terabytes of data and they ain't got nothing else. Somebody need to step forward. And I think that Diddy's right-hand lady is something about to happen with her. Dude, how in the world, if you're going to do a RICO, how you going to have one person and good and well she was the right-hand person? She got out of that. She said, yeah, I'm on y'all's side, but I don't want Diddy to know I'm the one telling y'all all this info. Somebody is spilling the beans to the feds, and they about to set up. That baby, you can't tell me that baby oil was not laced with something. When you buy illegal stuff, and you buy it in big barrels, that's why you got all that baby oil to cut it. You can't just put a little bit of baby oil. A little bit of that stuff mixed in the baby oil goes a long way We talking about something to take down a horse. Hello? I don't know, man. I really don't know. So here we go.
I don't think Judge O'Brien has made any major stipulations or mistakes here. You couldn't have, sentenced him for a long time anyways, because he was only sentencing him on guilty counts, which was the Mann Act. It's not the judge's fault that he wasn't guilty on trafficking and RICO, because that's all that, you really can do. Suge Knight, guys, himself is speaking about the Diddy stuff, and he is dragging Diddy for filth. Suge Knight is saying that he was shocked that Diddy was even allowed to play a reel of family moments and have his own letter to read out to the judge. And that when Suge Knight had his case, he wasn't allowed to do any of this. And the reason why he feels like Diddy was allowed to have so much leeway was because of his federal ties, his government ties, and it allowed him to be flexible in the courthouse and why he was allowed to do certain things. This, I honestly agree with, because in Diddy's case, he had 5 of his children testify, a reverend, talking about Martin Luther King. Then you had 4 of his lawyers allowed to testify. And then you had somebody who was also incarcerated and led a better life. He was also allowed to testify. Diddy had so many people allowed to testify for him for the sentencing. And then he himself was allowed to testify as well. So it's insane how much leeway and space and privilege Diddy was given in the courthouse throughout when you really look at it. So that's why it irritates me even more when Diddy's lawyers are upset with the sentencing, what they were given, because your client clearly was given so much time to do whatever he wants to do. That's why Judge Arun was very fair. Suge Knight wasn't allowed to do this. Granted, Suge Knight was a cold, was a murder situation, very different.
That Bama, this in case y'all don't know, man, that Bama ran over somebody with a car. I'm sorry. He ran over 2 people with a car. One, rest in peace, one of them passed away. He took the car and just ran over somebody. What? Come on, he was trying to flee.
Bullshit.
Come on, y'all. We got to do better than this, man. Oh, my gracious.
But at the same time, you are defending yourself and you should be allowed to all equally have the right amount to defend yourself. And Diddy was given far more. I definitely believe that is because of his government ties and because at the end of the day, he did not rat on anybody and that the government or people that were close to him, above him, all wanted to humble him because this man was getting too out of control. That's the one thing about Jay-Z, because this man is very powerful, the most powerful musician, multi-billionaire with a net worth. But I do also feel like Jay-Z is not somebody who will believe he's the most powerful person in the world. If you get to that level where your ego takes you out of control, the people above you will humble you. There are plenty of...
I heard through the grapevine that Jay-Z is being investigated. I need to... check out Big Ticket and Tisha Tales is saying this, that Jay-Z is being investigated, man. I mean, it came from a good, reliable source. How about that? So we're going to wait and see. Shout out to Ramir, the allegedly son, and I don't know the girl name. Shout out to her too. The allegedly daughter who took bribes and almost took a house to cover the mess up. I would have took that house, girlfriend, and kept on fighting. Good gracious. Anyway, here we go.
Is not somebody who will believe he's the most powerful person in the world. If you get to that level where your ego takes you out of control, the people above you will humble you. There are plenty of people above Jay-Z that are more powerful than him, above him. We just don't see them. Jay-Z knows who those people are. The minute Jay-Z acts out and believes that he's more powerful than them and tries to make legal moves to basically move in a way where he's playing chess and he wants to try come behind their backs because he thinks that he can, because he's powerful, billionaire, ego, money, and it gets to his head, those people will humble him immediately. Jay-Z knows that. Diddy also knows that, but thought that he could get away with it. And I think that because he was coming for these big corporations and companies and the people above them who basically helped Diddy get to where he was, they were pissed off and they wanted to humble this man. So they thought, you know what? We're going to raid your house. We're going to help Cassie with this lawsuit. We're going to turn into a criminal. We're going to go make you go jail and basically make you go through this entire system. Diddy will be out in 2 years. I don't believe this man is facing a 4-year sentence.
In other words, sit down for a minute or two. You on punishment, Diddy, for 3 years. He already did 1. I think he's going to do 2 more, y'all, to be honest. After all this, everybody keep talking about this, that, and the third, and they're going to appeal or whatever the case may be. I think he's going to do 2 more years, and that's going to give the feds enough time to find something. We're counting on y'all, feds. Come on, do your job.
because 85% served, and then, you know, you can leave. Also, year and 2 months have already served as well as credit. All of that being reduced, and also him being part of some kind of program, and also being a first-time offender. All of these facts matter. This man will be out in 2 years tops with good behavior, 110%. Then he'll be a free man to do whatever he wants, and then he'll try his best to come back into the industry. And I just don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, I think he had a lot of leeway because of the ties that he has. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. Who do you know comes from a flight and gets right into video making, because we've got to cover all of these topics?
Me.
Who do you know who does that? Subscribe.
Uncle
Please
Mike.
join Marauder Nation, become a Marauder, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
Man, oh, come on, y'all. It's scary, man. I see why people don't want to come forward. Shoot, if I was a female and something happened to me, I would be scared out of my wits to come, especially if you've seen it in action. One of the bodyguards said that one of the girls, I'm thinking it's Cassie, but one of the girls was trying to get away from Diddy and was trying to get up under the car. I'm like, dang, they driving down the street and they fighting inside in the back seat and stuff like that. Diddy, God, that's Ike and Tina movie. Man, that ain't cool at all, man. Hey, here we go. Let's find out. Before we go any further, let's get this thing together. Let's find out who's in my house tonight, y'all. Before we go any further, let's get this thing together. Gotta find out who's in the house tonight. Miss Tisha's in the house. Oh, yeah. And also Devontae's in the house. Christian, and also Karen, and also Jerome. Miss Deborah's in the house. Then I said Angie B's in the house. And also Kiwi Green. That's who I'm trying to say. And Lisa's in the house. Patricia, and also Pat, and also Angie, y'all. Karen's in the house. And also Jalena's in the house. To here, to there, to everywhere is up in the house tonight, y'all. Before we go any further, had to get this thing together. I had to find out who was in my house tonight, y'all. Find out who's in the house. Yeah. My bad, y'all. I screwed that one up real good. Hey, shout out to Devon. Shout out to Chris. I said Christian. And all that. I had another one up also, man. These are all the people in the comment section. Shout out to the comment section. Shout out to everybody that's an ender. Love y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel, man. Coming past saying what's up, leaving Uncle Mike some comments and everything. But most in all, shout out to all the enders. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Double peace. Peace out.